What is going on, YouTube world? We are KRT Life with the Y. I am your brother Reza. This is your beautiful sister Kat, and this is your beautiful daughter Sonya Blade. And we are very excited today because finally, after a lot of waiting, the moment, case, and lens that we ordered, it has arrived. Coming up next. Okay, the Moment lenses, boom, boom, boom. So, like Moment lenses, they are awesome. They are a big part of our whole vlogging experience and learning about vlogging and being vloggers. As some of y'all who have followed our journey may know, we started with DSLR. We went to Micro Four Thirds. No. Take that back. We actually started with iPhones.
We started with iPhones, yes. And then DSLR.
Yep.
And then Micro
Four Thirds. And then went full circle back to iPhones.
Yes, and then we just literally switched nothing but the phone with the lenses. And that's our go-to for over a year at this point.
Yes, over a year, 90% of our content has been filmed with the combination of some variation of an iPhone and the Moment lenses. Now, right in front of you right here are the Moment lenses that we already had. We have the wide, we have the anamorphic, we have the tele hiding behind here, and then we have the Superfish. And out of all these lenses, the ones that we love the most, I would say, is the Superfish and the anamorphic.
Yes.
We were about to get rid of all this stuff when we got the new iPhone 11s. But then we thought about it and we was like, hold on, maybe we should wait. So we waited and we saw what Moment was going to do with the iPhone 11. And we are glad that they did do something that we did wait. Because when you are using a iPhone 11, and you can change lenses. You can change lenses while shooting on the fly. You can be shooting something in your normal perspective, and then as soon as you go to shoot in wide, it changes the aperture, right? And it darkens up your footage, and then you get all this noise, and you get all this, it just kind of doesn't ruin the shot, but if it's dark outside and you go wide, the aperture goes skyrockets.
You definitely see it significantly
drop in
quality when it's darker. When it's during the day, it's not that bad.
Yes. So Moment addressed this issue by creating a new lens that fits over your, your normal lens, and then makes the footage look good and not so dark and not as noisy, but you still get that wide field of view. So we have that, and we are going to test that today. So we are now on our way to the mountains, yay! And I figured this would be a great time for us to do our first test with this Moment setup and Moment lenses. So a lot of y'all know that we do a lot of like car reviews and stuff like that. And one of the problems that we come into using the iPhone Pro doing car reviews is that when we go to the wide angle shot for the cars, what happens?
We kind of lose the quality. We get a lot of noise, especially when it's slightly darker.
Like right now?
Yes. So supposedly these new Moment lenses supposed to fix this issue if you use a fisheye, right?
Yes. Well, the new lens that they just came out with is supposed to be like super wide, but also like really clear from like end to end. And right now, I think I'm shooting with the regular lens. So let me see if I can make this shot wider. No, that zoomed it in. Okay. So now we're in the super wide shot, and now that we're in the super wide shot with a native lens, hopefully you can see all the noise and stuff that we deal with. It's a little bit brighter today, but it's still cloudy. And when we go to this shot, which is the shot that we like to use because you can see the entire interior of the car, it typically gets kind of grainy and noisy in dark areas like our shirts and like back here and stuff like that. But now I'm gonna pop on this Moment lens and see how it works. So this is the new Moment fisheye lens, 14 millimeter, 170 degrees. All right, so I'm opening up this, the new fisheye. This is the this is the Superfish. Now holding them side by side, you really can't see much of a difference between these two, besides the fact that this one says 14 millimeter on it, and this one says 170. But we're gonna go ahead and pop this thing on now and see what it does. So now this portion of the video is being filmed with the brand new Moment fisheye lens, 14 millimeter 170. And I can't wait to get this on the laptop and see what this actually really looks like.
Very excited about this lens.
So we're gonna see what this looks like. Fingers and toes, I hope it looks awesome. And then we're going to go into the next phase of testing with our other lens, seeing how they work on the iPhone 11.
Yes.
And just for shits and giggles, we are going to pop the 170 on just to see what happens. So let's see what this thing will do if I pull this swapperoo real quick. This is a real-time swapping of the lenses. So, all right, now I'm gonna pop on this the old Superfish. Let me see if I can do this while the car is moving. Okay, now we're Superfish.
Old Superfish.
Yes, this is the old Superfish. This one is the fisheye. The one I just took off is the fisheye. The one that's on now is the Superfish. And yeah, it looks. I don't see what they were talking about in the video with the halo around the edge. It seems to work just fine. So I don't know. Maybe when we get this on the screen, we'll see something different. Yeah. But yeah. So how does this compare to the other one? I don't know.
What you think?
Decided to do some handheld shots just to also see what those are going to come out like if you just, you know, hold your phone with the Moment lens and turn it around and do shots like these. Oh, lens, who this? This lens is the 18 millimeter Moment lens on the 1x is what it's called on the iPhone native app lens. And yeah, so that's what the 18 millimeter looks like. It should look pretty crispy, I would think. You know, it's not as wide field of view, but you know, hopefully the blacks should not have a bunch of noise, and dark areas shouldn't be very noisy. We're gonna move on to the next lens. So that was the 170, the brand new 14 millimeter. Now we're on the 18 millimeter, and then we're gonna try the tele now. That's one of my favorite because you get those really, really punched in shots. That was before the iPhone would do it for you. This is the 58 millimeter telephoto lens, and that thing really gets in there. I like the way it does like the depth effect. Like the background is really blurred and your face is really, really in focus. This is actually really good for like setting the scene type shots and stuff like that.
Yeah, that lens is nice. I like that lens a lot. I like that for a lot of B-roll shots. I think it makes really nice shots.
Okay, everybody, we made it to the farm. We made it to the Our farm. Right now, we are shooting with the built-in wide-angle lens on the iPhone 11. And we're gonna do what the Moment people do in the Moment videos and their promo videos. And we're gonna go down to this barn that's on the property, and we're gonna shoot some footage of that, and then, you know, show y'all what the difference is between the built-in wide-angle versus this Moment wide-angle that we just bought, and maybe like show y'all what the other lenses do as well on the iPhone 11. So we're gonna go down there. We're gonna take the mule. All right, gang, we're shooting some cool, like, you know, farm and like country footage for you guys with this with our iPhone 11 Pro right now. So this that you're looking at right now is the regular lens on the iPhone, but we are about to switch over to the what is it called, the wide angle lens, and then we're going to switch over to the Moment wide angle lens. We're going to use the new one, and we're going to see how they come out, and we're going to make it look like one of those Moment promo videos. We'll attempt to make it look like a promo video. So now we're in wide mode shooting with the native lens on the iPhone, and you can probably see like darkening and noise and stuff probably around certain areas of this shot. But now we're going to put on the Moment fisheye lens that we just got and see what that looks like, and we're going to probably do some like moving shots and maybe try to do some slow-mo like cool stuff with that. All right, so now we're shooting with the Moment fisheye lens. It's the
14 millimeter 170,
and we have it on the regular lens on our iPhone 11. So hopefully it should be a lot clearer and a lot crisper image is what we think this thing is supposed to do. So we're gonna walk around and shoot some footage around this little barn thing. We just shot a couple of little scenes with this fisheye lens, and we noticed that the fisheye is so wide. Even though our mic is all the way over there, clear on the other side of the actual camera, the lens can still see it. So that is something to take into account when you're using this super wide fisheye.
So this is a Superfish 170.
And once again, you can see, like, you know, the dark areas and stuff, and you can also see the mic, even though the mic is way over there. So I don't know how this looks. Does it look good? Does it look bad? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out when we get in front of the computer screen.
Yeah, Superfish is supposed to cover a really wide angle, and it's supposed to distort it pretty, like, you know, a lot around the edges. Anyways, that's the whole point.
Yep.
It's a very different look. It's not just like a regular lens.
I would say that we are done with the Superfish, and we're gonna move on to the next lens and show y'all what that lens is all about.
All right, so what's the next one gonna be?
I think the next one is gonna be, let's see, that's 18 millimeter wide. Boom, boom, boom. This one right here that we have now is the 18 millimeter
wide.
And the 18 millimeter wide, and this was our first Moment lens I think that we got.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's actually a good lens because it's not too wide and it's not too narrow. It's a good middle place, but there is one issue with it. You remember what the issue is?
You're talking about the darkening on the corners?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the edges of the video, I don't know if you guys can see it now because we're outside and the light is pretty good, but typically it looks like somebody put vignette on the edge of it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course it distorts the edges as well a little bit.
So I don't know how this looks, but you're gonna see a little bit of footage with it right now.
This just caught me off guard. The mailman just went like flying right by us, and I'm telling you, when this is a tiny bitty road, it is a tiny bitty road. But it might not look like it with this lens, but we are testing out the Telelens, which is a 58 degree, I guess. So I don't remember it being distorting with anything like this. Like, this was pretty actually good, and we use this lens a lot for certain shots. I think it's one of my favorite lenses to do B-roll with. So, but this is what it looks like on the new iPhone 11 with the lens. And the last one is anamorphic lens. Is one of our favorite lenses for especially like cinematography. What?
Cinematic.
Cinematic. I forgot the word. Cinematic look. The flares. The way it puts already the
letterbox.
Man, I'm like completely like brainwashed today. Yes, the letterbox already on it for you for the video, which is awesome. I think it's a very nice feature, but this is what it looks like on this new iPhone with the lens.
Alright, so that was the results. We hope y'all enjoyed our real world test of the Moment lenses on the iPhone 11 Pro.
Yes.
And this is about as real as it gets.
This is not a sponsored video, you guys.
Yes, not a sponsored video.
Would be nice, but it's not.
Yes, but it is cold, it is wet, it is raining. It doesn't get much realer than that.
Yes.
And the lighting is it's not bad, but it's less than optimal, I'd probably say. So we're gonna get all this footage onto the computer. We're gonna see what this stuff looks like. Hopefully it looks pretty darn good. And thank you for watching KRT Life with the Y. Like, subscribe, comment, all those beautiful things. And yeah.
Clearly you can tell we love Moment lenses.
Yes, long live the filmmaker, as they say.